Hello ceramics students, for this unit you will be creating a vessel. A vessel is a hollow container used for holding liquids. Here's some examples of vessels. Notice they have an open top and they're typically glazed in order to hold liquids. So the inside needs to be blended and smoothed out. Here's some examples of coil vessels. As you've explored the coil technique this past week, you've learned many different ways to build the sides of a container using the coil method. There's a lot of room for interpretation and creativity in this unit. The theme of this unit will be the elements. First of all, what are the 4 elements of life? Obviously, earth, wind, and fire, and water. But where else can we find the elements? In chemistry, you learned about the periodic table. The periodic table of chemical elements, often called the periodic table, organizes all discovered chemical elements. Now, your task for this assignment is to, using the coil method, create a vessel that represents one of the elements. So you'll choose one to research and create a clay project based on that element. But how the heck do I do this? Remember, there's a lot of room for interpretation. Here's an artist, her name is Julie Hugh, and she remade the periodic table into a colorful work of art. She's a graphic artist, and she researched each element, came up with a color palette and a design that communicates something about the element's use or its history. Check out Julie Hugh's interactive table to learn more about each element and her designs. I'll include that in our resources folder. Now, how does this translate into creating a clay vessel? Here's some student examples where students explored elements of their choice. Notice they're hand-built, and the colors and designs represent their element. Before you get started creating your work of art, I'd like you to do some research. First of all, take a good look at the periodic table and decide which element you'd like to use. Research the element, read about it, look at visuals, and write at least 3 visual symbols that represent your idea. Also consider color of glaze. We'll learn some new glazing techniques with this project. Finally, before you get started, I'd like you to draw 3 idea sketches and then get this checked off on your checklist. I can't wait to see what you come up with. As always, ask for help or check the resources folder in the Unit 5 folder on Schoology.